shut down and sit on their ass over the whole
Christmas walk.
Why?
What's the difference between a normal walk and a Christmas walk?
Well, there's quite a lot of difference. If you were to say to someone, let's just go out for a walk, they're like,
Fuck that.
no, I don't want to go for a walk. Why do I want to go for a walk? But if you were to go, come on, it's a Christmas walk. We're going to go out, we're going to have a nice brisk walk in the freezing cold.
Okay, fine.
You're listening to The Big Drill.
Welcome to The Big Drill, we're now recording.
Hello, Will, and welcome to The Big Drill. As always, it's me and Will. And what are we going to talk about today?
Hi, Ghazi.
Oh, hello, Will.
Today, so we're going to talk about managing your calories around the festive period, seasonal period.
Or even if you should.
Or even if you should. Should you? That's a good question. Should we? Who knows? We're going to explore in the next 20 odd minutes.
All right.
It's a stocking filler between now and Christmas. And it's topical.
Okay,
me.
I'm just going to ask my first question.
Go.
What's the average foods you eat during Christmas?
Or the average food.
Yeah.
What, me personally?
No, just in general.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Pigs in blanket.
Turkey is not that bad, right? If you just go for the breast. I meant that since... No, why? Whatever. Go on. Pig, did you say?
Pig. Yes, you are. A pig in a blanket. That's like pork wrapped in pork.
Oh, really?
Double pork.
Okay.
Cranberries.
Okay.
Brie. Lots of cheese. People eat a lot of cheese around Christmas. Yeah. Cheese.
Any veggies?
Brussels sprouts.
Are they good?
I mean, could we ever say Brussels sprouts?
Is that done on purpose? Did they go, we're just going to give them shit veg?
Shit veg.
So they never eat it.
No, well, I mean, you can have like shit veg. So you get any veg you want, really. Veg.
Alcohol.
Plenty of alcohol
A
is
lot of
consumed.
alcohol.
Chocolates. Celebrations.
Oh, is that the go-to?
I mean, it can be, yeah. I mean, they're cheap.
Not roses.
Back in the day, I think they've lost a bit of momentum with the popularity.
So celebrations is
Miniature Heroes
#1.
and Celebrations, I think, have overtaken Quality Street and Roses.
Okay. So
like Quality Street's like a nan suite now, I think. Even, yeah.
Probably. What are you saying your nan would get you?
Well, no, my nans have passed, so
okay.
That wouldn't happen. But
it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
A bit awkward. I just think it's like a Werther's original.
Okay.
Do you know what a Werther's original is?
It's the brown stuff.
The toffee sweet.
I didn't like them.
No. So, I mean, yeah, should we count calories over this period?
Are you asking me personally?
Well, I mean, what do you think? What's your opinion?
No.
Okay.
I don't see the point of putting yourself through a bit of stress when you just want to enjoy yourself. Like, imagine, like you said, there's plenty of alcohol. Imagine, I don't know, you having a nice night and then you're like, oh, I can't have anymore, or I can only have this much, and it's just a bit of a...
Or I won't have that piece of Yule log.
Or I won't have any chocolate, or I can't eat that, or I only want turkey breast, don't give me any of the leg, or...
Yeah. I mean, like, so there's two perspectives you can look at this. I mean, like, you can very quickly, if you don't actually have some sort of awareness over how much you're eating, you can very quickly, over a festive period. So let's take into consideration Christmas pies, and like...
Yeah, but how many of them are you going to actually have?
Yeah, okay, so Christmas pies,
Okay,
or...
one?
Maybe two. I'd say.
Let's say
two or three.
You've got 2 jobs. You get 2 Christmas parties.
Yeah, but like I went to one last night to do with Pure Gym, and we're going to one on Thursday, so that's 2.
Okay, fine.
And it's only one job, mate.
Then the personal one.
But then if you've got like Christmas get-togethers, so let's catch up before Christmas. People always do that.
Okay.
I haven't seen them all year.
Yeah, but you don't
can't even remember their name, and they go, let's catch up for Christmas, mate. All right.
What essentially are you going to do?
Let's have a few beers. All right.
Okay.
Haven't seen you all year.
But then that's beers. That's alcohol.
Yeah, but then you normally do you want to grab a bite to eat as well? Yeah, sure. So you can very quickly over the period of time start to clock up quite a bit of excessive calorie consumption. So I'm not saying that therefore means you need to be tracking or recording or being overly restrictive on like turning down going and seeing Johnny that you haven't seen for 7 months, and it'd be nice to catch up with him, because fine, if Christmas is the time that brings people together to catch up, then so be it. But at the same time, if you're not aware, if you're not actually being a little bit mindful, you can find yourself in a situation, been there before, where over the festive period you've become a bit festively plump, so to speak. You might find that you've put on a bit.
You've become a better cushion.
Maybe, and if that's how you're happy with that, that's perfectly fine. But if you've repeated this year in, year out, like running up to Christmas, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, and then in January you feel a bit down and a bit like, oh, kind of like let things get on top of me a bit over Christmas, whatever, then maybe be a bit preemptively mindful around that. So, I mean, I was dieting down over a year, which included obviously a period of time over Christmas. So I dieted up to probably about there was about a 10-day period over leading up to Christmas and over New Year where I didn't diet, but I did beforehand, and I got back onto it afterwards and was like in line with like macros and stuff like that. But I did relax over Christmas. However, I was probably still mindful.
Why did you relax?
Because I was spending time with family, I was spending time with friends. I didn't want to have to overly think about like my levels of calories that were going in, my amount of calories that were going in. I tried to stay, went up for a few Christmas walks. I mean, that's an important thing as well. Like, if you can see, a lot of people find themselves over Christmas, I've been one of them, going into a position where they just like shut down and sit on their ass over the whole
Christmas walk.
Why?
What's the difference between a normal walk and a Christmas walk?
Well, there's quite a lot of difference. If you were to say to someone, let's just go out for a walk, they're like,
fuck that.
No, I don't want to go for a walk. Why do I want to go for a walk? But if you were to go, come on, it's a Christmas walk. We're going to go out, we're going to have a nice brisk walk in the freezing cold.
Okay, fine.
And we're going to walk around in a circle around the woods, and yeah, it's better, and I suppose you'll go out as a family and walk off. What is it?
A Christmas family walk.
Christmas family walk.
There's no destination. You just
no one knows where you're going. You're just going for a walk. A Christmas family walk. But no, keeping up your levels of activity over Christmas is quite easy to like fall into a trap of watching movie after movie, or just kind of like finding your spot on the sofa for the next 5 days and not really getting up and doing much. So I mean, that's probably something, it's not about making sure that you're going on the cross trainer and burning 500 calories Christmas morning.
So you're not going to be training during?
I won't train Christmas Eve. No, I'm coming back up between Christmas and New Year for a little bit, and then I'm going back down in New Year. So I'll probably train a couple of days in between.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go for a nice a Christmas round of golf.
A Christmas round of golf. So is it the same difference?
everyone loves a Christmas round of golf. Basically, go for a Christmas round of golf. You get like Christmas mulligans, which means you can have like, the odd shot here and there. Christmas drops, which means you can just drop the ball where you want.
Oh, so you cheat? You're allowed to cheat.
Christmas.
Okay, fine.
So yeah, we might squeeze in a round of golf as well. So that being like getting out and about and doing stuff. But generally speaking, no, I won't train. I'll have a little bit of a rest. But I will train up to Christmas, around that kind of festive period. So
Okay.
yeah, but I don't know how you feel about like if you go to a party. I know you go to a party every now and then,
Okay.
and you're. Why are you looking so serious?
I'm not. I'm listening to your question.
I know you go to a party every now and then, so like maybe if there's a few days where you've kind of like got a few things lined up, would you count your calories over that time? I know you're not counting now, but if you were like had a goal you were trying to reach, would you consider counting them?
If I had a goal, so let's say when I chose January to August, I would count my calories, but I would have these refeed days where you can have like extra carbs, and I would plan that so it would be on the days that I'm going out with friends or whatever it is. I would plan it around that.
Okay.
So that when I do go, I can have whatever I want, basically.
And you feel fine about it.
Feel fine about
Okay,
it.
let's say you got 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, maybe a little holiday or something. Would you count your calories then?
Holidays, I don't. I've already made that conscious decision. If I go on holiday and I go abroad, I don't count. I'd probably eat too much. Last time when I went Greece, I wasn't even hungry and I was eating things that I just wanted to try. I was just like, oh, that over there, yeah.
Yeah, that's good though, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't give you any stress. Just
Yeah.
imagine being on holiday and you're still worrying about what you're eating. I can't. What's the point?
Not healthy.
No.
I don't see that as being a healthy thing.
No.
I mean, you can go and you can be like,
And that's why I have the same approach with Christmas. Just, I mean, if it's 1 month at max,
yeah,
it's not even going to be 30 days. It's
No,
going to be
no,
less
no.
than that at max out of 12 months. If you've been doing everything pretty much well for the previous 11 months, 1 month ain't going to make.
I mean,
a
like
big deal.
what I often say in this period of time coming up with my clients, and obviously to any of the listeners as well out there, can be quite a useful way of just like chilling out a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're getting a bit anxious, is the case of like think about green days, amber days, and red days. So if you're on a day where you're doing no movement, you're not doing anything, you're sitting on your ass all day.
Is that a red day?
Well, hang on, and then you're eating like turkey and chocolate and whatever. You're having a nice little taste of everything that's on offer during the Christmas time, and you're not moving, then that's a red day.
Okay.
It's a day when it's obviously not going to have the best effect on like maybe any goals that you might have towards fitness, health, whatever. You know, if you've overindulged a little bit, say. Amber days are days where you maybe like reduce the amount of food you're eating a little bit, but you don't do much. There's not a lot to do. A few films on the TV, a few Christmas movies that you need to watch.
What's your favourite one?
Die Hard.
Wow. Does that count as a Christmas
Why
movie?
does everyone bloody arse this? Of course it is.
Because
He's
it's
trying to
not
get
really-
home to his missus
But he's
at
stuck in a
Christmas,
building.
but he's stuck in a building with Alan Rickman.
Okay.
It is definitely a Christmas movie.
Fine.
And I know there are some people which disagree with me, and they know who they are. And yes, I'm talking to you. You're wrong.
Not me.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Okay,
if
fine.
you think that it's not a Christmas
I
movie,
mean,
well.
I would watch that movie.
And Die Hard 2 is also a Christmas movie
I'd watch
because
those
it's
any
at the
time of the
airport
year.
and there's snow. It's
I don't
automatically
think snow automatically means it's Christmas. It could be anywhere where it's like October,
sure.
February. We had snow in February once upon a time.
My point is, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's
Okay,
my favourite.
fine.
So you're sitting watching Christmas movies, but you've restricted the amount of restricted. You've been more mindful. You've eaten less food
Consciously made
consciously,
decisions.
or you flip reverse that and you've eaten a bit more food, but you've actually gone out on a Christmas hike, walk.
Walk. Let's stick to walk.
Stick to walk. Okay. So then those days would be like an amber day, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, we're all right. We're doing okay. We're probably breaking even roughly around that. And then your green days are where maybe you've been so busy doing your last minute Christmas shopping because you've left it all to the last minute and you haven't found another...
Thanks to your tips.
Thanks to my Christmas shopping tips. And then you're in the situation where you're rushing around on your feet all day doing stuff, haven't really eaten much, been quite like low on calories. That's kind of a green day, which might offset here or there a red day later on. So the way I kind of like look at it for me personally over the festive period, the seasonal time that we're in, is like how many green days, amber days and red days am I realistically having, and just try and have a few more, or just try and have like majority green days if you can, and then just the rest red or amber, and then enjoy Christmas, enjoy time with your family, your friends, like chilling out,
having fun. That's the main point. No one has fun eating plain
white rice at Christmas
with chicken breast and broccoli. Not even turkey.
No. Come on. That's not what you do over Christmas, mate.
So you're saying forget the calorie counting.
I don't calorie count.
But be mindful?
Yeah, I think so. I don't calorie count at the moment anyway.
Okay.
So I'm sure as hell not going to start at Christmas.
It would be a terrible place to start.
That would be a terrible place to start counting. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's just a case of being a little bit mindful, you know. I mean, quite a good little tip, if you're drinking, is instead of having Christmas beers, have a Christmas G&T with a slimline, or a vodka, a soda, and lemon, whatever, you know.
I'll be having water. Thank you very much.
I know you'll be having water, Ghazi, so you don't drink. I mean, festively speaking,
I'm gonna slightly disagree, and I'm gonna say, just enjoy whatever. It's only a small period of your life. Go all out, but be mindful that it will probably have an effect you may not want, but you're prepared to deal with that once your Christmas period is over.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to challenge what you said there.
Okay.
So if I was to say to you, so one thing that people find relatively difficult with is if they let go.
Wow.
I'm going to let go.
Yeah.
They then find it relatively difficult regaining back that mindfulness. They become, if something slips from being conscious to subconscious, you might be in a position where you think, well, okay, so after Christmas, after New Year's parties, it's the 4th of Jan, we're back to work. Now, let's kind of like think a little bit more optimally about what we're eating,
and then
towards whatever goals we might have, whether it's muscle gain, fat loss, or performance related goals. Let's focus a little bit more and make sure we're back on that. Well, actually, if you completely let go over Christmas, over the New Year festive period, you might find that it's not the 4th of Jan that you start to become a little bit more mindful.
It's February.
It might be February. So then that's not actually 1 month, that's 2 months.
I would say the person should, if they understand their own tendencies, and if they think that is what's going to happen, then yeah, I'd probably go with your approach. But if you're someone who can switch on and off at will,
at me,
at you,
don't be switching on or off at me, mate.
Then I would just go for the approach of
let loose,
just let go,
and then get it back straight away,
and just turn it back on.
And that's fine. I think that's definitely like. So what we're saying is know yourself, know your best approach, figure out your best approach, be honest with yourself and go, I'm probably going to find it difficult to get back on the 4th of Jan if I let go, so I'm just going to keep a bit of a check on things and be mindful. Or if you're the other type of person and you're like, nah, I can just go crazy and I can rein it straight back in, firstly, kudos to that person
That's how I act, actually.
Kudos to you then, mate.
I could just switch on.
You're pissing a lot of people off, because there's a lot of people that can't do that, mate.
Yeah, it is tough, but I don't know. I just find that is better. I'm all in or not. I'm that type of person, so I can just, well, if I was to celebrate Christmas, I would probably just go. It's the same with my holidays. When I go on holiday, I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I will eat everything, literally. I'll just, for the sake of it.
But I think, I mean, I would say a holiday that you go on abroad, or, you know, same country, UK, doesn't matter. If you're going on holiday, you know, you might want to go and try the different foods that are available to you in that location, you know, or the local delicacies or cultural foods or anything like that. So I think that's definitely a little bit different because than Christmas or that festive period, because Christmas and the festive period, generally speaking, is the same stuff every year. Whereas if you go to a different location for a holiday, it would be kind of like a bit of a shame if you didn't like try the different foods and like try the different ways in which they cook the foods, or you know, the differences, cultural differences and stuff like that. So I think it's a bit different. I think people fall into the same trap every year of like, I mean, sitting there going,
but then if you
I've eaten so much, and they've eaten so much of the same stuff they ate last year, you know.
But if you know you're going to have the same things every year, you can start adjusting what you still really enjoy eating, but what's also, this is a bit healthier than what I did last year.
Yeah.
But the level of enjoyment is the same.
Yeah.
So there's an advantage there. You know what's coming.
Yeah. Variables, constants and variables.
Yeah.
So you can tweak it, you know.
Yeah, because during Ramadan, when you're fasting, when the sun is gone, and you're allowed to,
the sun's never gone,
eat it to our eyes, people go crazy.
Sure.
To the point that they can't move off their sofa or bed or whatever it is. When you can make, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
You can make the adjustments and go, actually, I can enjoy my food and still not feel shit afterwards.
Yeah, because I think if you overeat, there's nothing worse than the feeling of
worst.
sitting there like you've just you can't move and you're just like in a food coma, and it's just like
the only way to get out is to sleep.
Yeah, like a lion on the Serengeti after feasting. So do you coach many people in through Ramadan?
Or if they're as in
myself. Have you coached clients through Ramadan and like?
Oh, if they're doing it.
Yeah.
A few, not many people.
But have you coached them from a nutritional perspective and helped them manage their nutritional intake of the windows?
Again, it's like nearly 100% of the time they're not going to be eating enough.
Yeah.
They're going to be in a calorie deficit regardless. It's just managing their expectations. Because there's likelihood you will put on the weight again. So it's not like, yay, I've lost 3 kilos.
Yeah.
Hold your horses, because the likelihood of it coming
come back up.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very fluctuating thing, isn't it? Especially like in that, everything's like disjointed because obviously you're eating at different times.
And water
plays a massive part as well. Yeah. No, interesting. I think that any time when you're in like periods of kind of like change and stuff, like when you're eating, it's like so like if there's things that are happening and it's a period of change, it's stressful. Holidays can be quite stressful, like going back and seeing family and stuff like that, and like getting all your Christmas presents, shopping done. You got to go here, there, everywhere. Sometimes it's a bit of a got to do this. I mean, it's enjoyable, obviously, with seeing family and seeing friends and what have you, but it's sometimes the stress of getting around and everything, if you've got a lot of people to see, worrying about something else, like, are you counting how many calories you're eating and stuff like that.
We can avoid that.
Avoid that.
Take away one of the stresses of life, please.
Yeah, please do.
That's what I would say.
Got to go and see Auntie Doris and sit with her for a few hours. You don't need to be counting your calories on the scone that she just keeps piling cream onto.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to say, depending on your tendencies, But overall, don't bother counting.
Don't count.
Just
Don't count
be a
calories
bit
over
mindful. If you're full and you think you're being a bit greedy for that piece of dessert, what's the desserts you guys have?
Yule log, trifle.
Bang.
You
But
guys.
I'm quite.
What do you guys
I'm
have?
quite full. You can say no to that. It will still be there the next day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you have a really greedy family.
In which case, get in there and get it eaten.
So yeah, that's what I think. I think that's some
So
sound advice.
know your tendencies. If you're likely, if you let go and you won't gain it back till like February, then stay mindful.
Yeah.
And keep your hands on the reins. If you're one of those types of people like you, Ghazi,
Yeah.
who can just switch it on and off at will,
Yeah.
then basically let loose, go for it, and then just snap back into
Reality.
snap back into reality.
Yeah.
Post festive season.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Before we go, I
Yeah.
would like to, for if you guys are listening and not watching, we have now introduced a bullshit button, and it sounds like this for every time Will says something silly.
But it also says different stuff for like when Ghazi says bullshit.
That was a good one. Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully that's been a couple of little tips there for you.
And
Something to think
hopefully you
about.
guys are enjoying your festive period.
Absolutely. Until next time,
We drill deep.
see you later.
Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Will,
And I'm Ghazi.
and thanks for tuning in to The Big Drill. You can also find us on these platforms here. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can find him on Insta,
Ghazi.92.
and me, Will Hawkins Coaching. The links are in the description. And until the next time we drill deep, goodbye.
Bye.